Makun Kingdom is one of the 13th traditional towns that federated and gave birth to the present Shagamu in 1865. It sits on a large expanse of land that is center point to every part of Nigeria. Makun, a combination of urban and rural settlements, originated from the Remo quarters of the ancient city of Ile-Ife.
Moving from Ile-Ife, the two brothers, Arakutu and his brother Ewusi, with their mother and their families, migrated all the way southwards. No bicycle, no cars, no vehicles. They trekked through the bushes, which meant that they would take long time before they reached Ijebu-Ode.
Our first port of call was Makun, that Ijebu-Ode called us when there was intertribal war. From there we moved to Ijebu-Ode. After Ijebu-Ode war, we moved close towards Ogun.
After the Makun settlement close to Ogun, the people of Makun moved to several other settlements before an intertribal war caused them to move from Agbele and finally settle in Shagamu under Ewusi Shulege Olukokun I. After many long years of establishing their settlements in Shagamu, the kingship decided to build a palace that was more befitting for the Ewusi.
Before his ascension to the throne, we had started building a new palace that is existing today, but it was not yet completed to standard occupation, accommodation. So the Kabis, the Ewusi that came before him, immediate one, that's Oba O.E. Ogun Inonwa II. We expected that he's going to live there until his death because he was so good. By the time he wanted to start the palace, he surrendered everything, all facilities, the money, we do this and that. He said we should have a good palace. The palace we made there was mud. Then that's how those of us who belong to Makun Development Council then started that palace that you see there. But when the new one, the current Ewusi came, so we had to accelerate some of the things that are wanting in that palace in order to bring him to stay in that palace. He first of all started in his personal house, but we did all we did, those of us who were in the building committee, to see that we get him to that place. So that's one of the things we admire in him. He did not force us that we have to do this, we have to do that. He wanted to start with the new palace, but he waited tentatively until we are able to finish all the decorations and all things that make the place comfortable for him to use.
The role of Ewusi, as you rightly say, we had about 2 of us there before we moved on to this place. We were led by Ewusi. Olukokun now led us to this place. And now the paternal great-grandfather of the present Akarigo, Oba Babatunde Ajayi, the mother is from that place. Our grandfather, maternal grandfather, happened to be the person that brought us to this place. Coming back to your point again, Ewusi is the custodian of Makun and is everything. Is the right person to dictate with his lieutenants. When I say lieutenants, are the chiefs who work along with them.
The role of chiefs in Makun Kingdom is very important because they perform many vital functions that help to promote peace and unity within Makun. This is why the Ewusi saw it fit to bestow chieftaincy titles on some Makun citizens both in Nigeria and in diaspora to form a council of chiefs. The paramount ruler of Makun Kingdom is known as the Ewusi of Makun. The present and 14th Ewusi of Makun is His Royal Highness Alailuwa Oba Timothy Oyeshola Akinsoya Onugba II.
I was born into Prince Shoyemi Akinsoya's family from Solomade ruling house and Princess Florence Taiwo Akinsoya from Onugba ruling house, Makun. I had a pleasant, youthful life. It was very peaceful then.
Makun community has experienced 15 years of remarkable growth and development under the reign of Oba Timothy Akinsoya. In the last 15 years, the community has become one of the major industrial hubs of Ogun State. This has radically transformed the state's GDP, also attracting businesses and moving the economy of the state to having the third largest IGR in the federation.
Makun has been a very lucky community. Not only that they are lucky, they are peace-loving community, and because of that, that had actually attracted a lot of industries into this very particular community, and also the other state citizens of Nigeria.
Makun Kingdom has been a home for every industrialist. I've witnessed peace, progress, and prosperity of this town in the last 15 years.
He has united all the sons and daughters of Obarua in the entire Ogun State, because Obarua is a 10th Audale of Remoland. And when Kabiyesi came on board, he tried to make a good network by connecting all these Obarua sons who are now king today. I'll mention some of them. Alayode, Ranodu of Mota, Ojobiya of Makomi, and lots more, including Ewusi of Makun. These are Omo Barua.
Makun community has grown in giant strides because we've had a lot of delegation with regards to people attending to the needs of the people in the community.
Actually, Makun is the very gateway place of Ogun State, because you cannot go anywhere without going through Makun, basically. You know, and Shagama is a home, but Makun is the main gate, and that's what we are trying to make sure everybody is comfortable.
We thank God for dear Kabiyesi, because he has established and made a lot of progress in Makun town, and he has seen the establishment of many businesses and industries, and the infrastructure like modern roads and new markets also had been established. We in diaspora have also contributed to the various growth and development of the town.
I think we have experienced a lot of growth economically and academically. We have more schools, like I said, to Makun community. I think that probably may be attributed to the hospitality of the Makun community, led by the Ewusi of Makun, Oba Akinsoya.
We have here now one of the most advanced police stations in Nigeria and Africa.
Makun is home to some of the largest industries in sub-Saharan Africa, with over 40 operational companies and corporate business services.
We are not mindful of the fact that they have other choices. Because they have other choices, you need to attract them in terms of the way we receive them, the way we also accommodate them, we also give them helping hands in terms of security. We do not have to bother them too much in terms of what we require. But from time to time, we know they also have a responsibility, what we call corporate social responsibilities. Yes, which they also do. So we don't overburden them, except for once upon a time when we need to do that. And they are very appreciative of that. And we believe that thenceforward, people want to come from the experience of the past, those who are there, so that we can then gain more people to come here and invest.
We have a lot of big companies that are coming into the kingdom. Those big companies that come in, we love them. We're happy that they're here. You know, most of our people benefit from them as well.
Many companies in Makun Kingdom, my God, companies are just springing up. In the last 15 years, you can't count them. I can tell you is uncountable.
One of the major reasons Makun Kingdom is a magnet for industrialization is that the Ewusi's reign has made giant strides of peace and unity. Makun is a conglomerate town where people live together in peace, joy, unity and harmony, irrespective of tribes, political affiliation, status or age.
So he listens to a lot of the things that the women need and they want, and because of that ability to bring people together, more women, warm up to him, and they're very contented with the way that he's been ruling the kingdom.
The Makun people are accommodating, and we are in the center of geography in Ogun State. There's nobody that passes through Shagamu that will not go through Makun. It's either you are coming in from north, south, east, name it. We are friendly with people coming to live with us. We are not hostile to our visitors. And once you stay here in Shagamu, you'll be more happier than living in any part of the state. We welcome people like our own family.
But obviously, between here and Shagamu, on the expressway, there are factories both right and left. If we take the old road also, we discover the factories have been there. Even if you take the straight road between here and Shagamu, there are all sorts of proposals to develop businesses and industries on both sides. So there has been a tremendous growth of Shagamu itself, and particularly of Makun area, because 15 years ago, you may not remember, there were virtually no banks in Makun side of Shagamu, left and right. But now, that's a difference.
We believe in the investors. If they can come in more, we are ready to work with them because with the youth of Makun community, we are supportive, accommodating, hardworking, and peaceful.
So many companies are now coming because of the effectiveness of the vigilante or security, so to speak. Their main purpose is to further development of business growth. Not to exaggerate, we have the best hotels in Makun, and therefore, so many companies are eager, to come here. So our main purpose is to create enabling environments, and that's what we have been doing so far.
The developmental strides that Makun has taken would not have been possible if there were hostility and insecurity in the society. From the communities within Makun to the shops by the roadside, the market women and business owners, one will find that their experience in Makun has been mostly seamless. This is why more businesses and investors trip into Makun on a daily basis.
So we're trying to make sure that they are comfortable. They don't have any inhibitants, no issue of cultism, disturbing the environment is being curbed, and the police and the vigilante are working harmoniously together.
In terms of security, Makun, and in terms of availability of land, Makun remains the place. 3 police stations in Shagamu. We have another one in Shotubo, and we have in affiliations. And so generally within Makun and environs, I think we have more security than ever before.
For a place to develop exponentially, it has to be secure and comfortable enough for companies, both national and international, to base their operations there. Makun has proven itself to be a safe harbor for both its citizens and businesses. In order to continue fostering development in Makun Kingdom, the Makun Development Council has come up with projects that keep putting Makun on the world map.
We have 3 ongoing projects. We have the recreation park, the Makun Recreation Park, and also we have a police station. Also, we have a project to renovate the palace palace of His Royal Highness, the Ewusi of Makun. We want to renovate that palace. And we believe that all this will bring further development to Makun Kingdom.
It will be of great impact and gain if investors can buy into these projects, thereby becoming an important asset in a fast-developing community such as Makun. Makun is experiencing exponential growth and will continue to make giant strides in every sector. The Ewusi, His Royal Highness Oba Timothy Akisanya, has worked greatly with the people of Makun to achieve this feat. That is why this 15th anniversary and birthday celebration is one to remember.
Sit back and relax, cause we here to entertain. You ain't gotta worry about nothing, cause we here for you. Updates on news and trends, we take you back and forth through time. All this and more for you. Updates on news and trends, we take you back and forth through time. All this and more for you. Remo TV for the culture, we create to inspire. For the people, we give a voice to the voiceless, yeah. For the culture, we create to inspire. For the people, we give a voice to the voiceless, yes. Remo TV.
Remo TV. Create, share, inspire.